Hello, everybody. Attorney A.G. Konstantin with Litherland, Kennedy and Associates, an estate planning and elder care law firm. Today's topic, joint tenancy. Is that a way to avoid probate? Let's talk about it. Before we do, let's talk about some of the other ways that you may be able to avoid probate, right? The most common thing that we get is listing a beneficiary on an account. Best example would be a bank account. You own a bank account, something happens to you, you list a person that's a beneficiary upon your death. Sometimes it's called a TOD, a transfer on death, pay on death, different names for it. Effectively, it's the same thing. You list a beneficiary, and upon your demise, that account passes to that person. Avoid probate, no problem. Now, is that the preferred method? No, the preferred method, as we always tell you, is that you hold all of these assets that you may have, bank accounts, brokerage accounts, you hold them in your living trust. But let's talk about joint tenancy with rights of survivorship, today's topic. Is that a way to avoid probate? Well, when you have something held jointly, and by definition, jointly means more than one person. So you think of this as getting over that finish line. It's like the person who is surviving at the end, the joint tenant with rights of survivorship, the person who crosses that finish line, we say is the person who is now left holding that asset. So what happens then? Well, that does avoid probate. But you know what? Time passes. And then what happens? That person who survived and had that asset, what happens then when that person passes away? You see, that person was the person across the finish line holding the asset, and we did avoid probate at that time. But as you could see, when there's only one owner left and that owner passes away, therein lies your limitation of the joint tenancy. Because you see, I may have given you that impression, yeah, that might be a way to avoid probate. No, it's not a way to avoid probate. It is a way to delay probate. Hope you found this presentation helpful. Stay tuned for more to come.